Welcome. The topic of this video is how to install Herbstluftwm. I've chosen to go for a BIOS installation, so you can do that in VirtualBox and say in system enable UEFI or for BIOS. So I'll see a nice graphical boot up. You choose whatever you like in the sense that these lines are important. Normally everything just works out of the box with line number 1 there, but maybe it will also work, or will better work for your hardware with another line. You can also edit these lines and change them. In UEFI you get no logo at all. You need to go to the first line up there and boot from there, from the USB. Alright, Herbstluftwm is changed the installation. We boot straight into the desktop. So not with XFC as a pass-through, a delivery mechanism. You can actually look around and see what this is all about without even installing. So if we have 10 desktops up here, and we can run gparted, run Calamares with a helper. So check out all these keyboard shortcuts because it has no right mouse click, it has no menu at all. You're stuck to keyboard shortcuts, right? So that's important for you to remember that they are always the same, the keyboard shortcuts. That's an advantage. Every desktop we have, they all do the same. And in this case, Super X is an interesting one. Super C is killing this guy. Super X is exit. And to quit an application, stop application, Super Q. But remember that we have Azerty and QWERTY, so sometimes in my case I have an Azerty keyboard. I need to press A because of that fact. Now we always advise to clean everything up, so run gparted is something I do, and we have installed BSPWM in UEFI, as you can see, FAT32 boot ESP. So that means that I've chosen last time to create a VirtualBox with UEFI. I'm gonna clean everything out, right? Gone, bye, and then click and say apply. Now this all looks strange, right? Because, well, this is a tiling window manager, and every tiling window manager is different. It has nothing to do with us, everything to do with the developer that's behind it. So okay, we can kill this gparted here, or we try Super A. Oh yeah, that works, or Super Q in your case maybe, and it quits that particular application. Now by accident you could have removed this one as well in the meantime. So if you did, and then you need to get it back, either you just boot up again with USB. But remember already Super Shift D, we like the D menu. And this is ArcoLinux, right? So not ArcoLinux, I have to type with an A, and that's on another keyboard button there. So we have here the ArcoLinux welcome app. That's it. Welcome, right? Welcome to ArcoLinux, the welcome app. And here we can restart Calamares as such. What's also interesting to know with a Ctrl-Alt-T is to know how to boot and start Calamares like that. That's possible too, because basically in the back end, this is a nice GUI and all that, but basically that's what we do, right? Run it. And with pk execute. Okay, then killing this one again, so Super A, voila, and run Calamares. We're off installing. This is 50-50, I don't like it. This needs to go, Super A, and it's gone. And we have all the screen to have a look what to do. Now, this is version 3.2.20, which means at this point in time, it's gonna result in an image, and we just saw it on BSPWM, so I'm lucky for that you see it. It might happen that it ends in a unmount error. This means that your system is installed. Just reboot. Now, we go through all these screens, but go and have a look on ArcoLinux, how to install ArcoLinux video, how to install ArcoLinux D video, and all the videos that come before it. What are all these applications that you can choose from, because there's so much out there, right? So I advise you to look at those, otherwise the videos will be always so long. So you need to decide what to install. There is so much out there. Some of the things will collide because they give the same thing, right? It doesn't mean it's gonna crash Calamares, it just means it's gonna take the first one, that's gonna win. It wants to install the other one and says, it's conflicting with this one, and normally you get this communication in Pacman. Do you want to delete that one? Yes, no, right? Let's just skip then, and you're left with just one. Fresh and still, choose. You can't have both. They provide the same files and folders, but newer, right? Multimedia, choose any of the stuff you like. You need, of course, to have internet. They're not on the ISO. That would be a very big ISO, right? So make sure you have internet. Plug in your cable if you need to. Figure out how to work your wireless if you don't have a cable. But that's the first thing you need to figure out, how to get on the internet, if you want, of course, to install these extra applications. You can do that later on. Sudo pacman -s, install. Teams, for example, ArcoLinux Team Viewer, for example, ArcoLinux Steam Meta, all possible. Just names, type them in. Lots of terminals as choice. Many people have their own preference for terminal. Now you can just click them and install them. And dev means development, it says here as well. So we install this with a small tick here, and everything is there what we need. When we reboot, everything is going to be there, right? So that's our idea. And then next, Belgian, make sure you have a correct keyboard. We've just erased everything, so for him, SSD or the VirtualBox here thinks he just came out of the store, which will make sure that we don't have any issues. 3 options here, plus encrypting if you want it, so 6 options that work out of the box. Number 7, manual partition, and there you can choose whatever you like and whatever you desire. Next, as always, naming. Give the beast a name, your PC. Passwords, login automatically, yes, no. Same password, yes, no. It's all up to you, you decide. And let's wait for the installation. So this one does not give an EFI, it says an unbiased installation, and we'll just wait for the installation to finish. Alright, restarting recorder, we're almost finished. He's at the very last thing, and here we see an example of the unmount, you see? So it's no problem, you just close the thing. Now of course you're still in the live environment, you need to shut down, so Super X, and then restart. So shutdown is an option of course, but we want to see that it's installed. We boot into the existing OS, and voila. We have our Herbstluftwm, long word. We have our tiling window manager. Auto start, don't want to see it, check it out. Of course, if you like it, there's an interesting button there. And then Super A, I'm gonna kill this guy. And we have lift off, Ctrl T, Super Shift Enter, and we're gonna learn about Herbstluftwm. Where are we going to learn? Ctrl Alt F. F is Firefox, ArcoLinuxD.com. Everything is explained. Lots of things are explained. This is Herbstluftwm. Okay, let's have a look. What can I learn? This is going to school. Starting with 0, 1 and moving up the articles. Like see, you start here at the bottom, installation, updating, does it matter, blah blah blah. You check it out or just venture your way through the system. But here you have more information available, and some of the things are applied to anything, so any desktop. Then you have these different numbers of course, because it just intervenes between all the others. Alright, I'm out. Have fun with Herbstluftwm.